Homestead. Hi, my name is Shannon and welcome to my homestead. Today we are back in the raised bed garden. It is finally quit raining and dry enough for me to work. But we've had so much rain that my tomatoes are, and my garden can tell it. And so today I am going to stake them up, show you how I stake them up, how I tie them up, and then we're going to show you how I'm going to take care of them and keep them. They got some yellow leaves on the bottom. That's not good because it just says that it's kind of starting to blout, and I don't want that in my garden at all. But it's just showing stress of too much rain, and so I want us to be able to nip that in the bud before it gets anywhere else. So today we are just going to enjoy the sunshine, let it shine on us, enjoy it, listen to the birds and God's creation, and we're just going to work. If I turn you around, you will see all the weeds that have grown like dramatically since the last time we was in here. So I got weeds to pull, I got tomatoes to stake up, I got things to plant. So it's going to be a busy day. We only got today and tomorrow, and then it's going to rain again. So I only have 2 days to get all this in. Yesterday, it's sunshine. Yesterday afternoon, I didn't have a lot of, but it was so wet I couldn't get in here, so which makes me sad. But I did some peaches instead, so that made me a little bit more happier. So I made peach butter, and it was delicious. All right, so let's get to work. So I have a cup here with some 91% alcohol. I like the 91%. You need 70 or higher, but this right here will kill a wasp in a track, so that's why I get it. But anyways, and then I got some O sneers, my O snipping steers, and I'm going to open them up, and I'm going to put them in here and let them be soaking. And this is my O pear. I got a good pear, but this is my O pear because I didn't want to use my good pear to do this. This is what I'm gonna do to clean them off. And then I have a T-post we got at the local tractor store, farm center. We have T-post, and I have pull-out string, and I will look for this on Amazon, and I'll link it below where you can get the pull-out string for its tomato twine. So I'll link that in my Amazon store for you. So we're going. The concept is, and I'll tell you, and then I'll show you. That way, because when I get to work and I forget to stop and talk. But anyways, I'm going to put a T-post here, and I'd probably put a T-post right here in the middle because it's open. And then I'm going to weave the string in and out, like weave it around so that it'll stand straight. So that my mom back there in the building, so that it will stand the twine in between will hold the tomato up and let it grow, and you can go as high as the T-post goes. So there we go. Easy it is to get sidetracked. Started with tomatoes, pulled the grass right here to get it out of my way, and it just started a trail. And I really want these tomatoes to get done because I want them to get rid of this blout. So I'm going to stop that and I'm going to start working on the tomatoes. this is the hard part that hurts me, and I should have already done this, but I didn't because it's just I hadn't had time with Bible school and everything going on in the world, in my little world. But now I'm going to cut off the suckers, and the suckers are the things that, let me see if I can find one. But I'm going to cut off the suckers that are vining in between because we don't want that. And then I'm going to cut off the bottom, probably 3 or 4 branches to let the stem be able to air out. Okay, so you see here, you have your regular branch. Then you have a leaf coming out here. But then you have this little leaf right here, this little stem coming right here, and it's coming in the corner. That is a sucker. So we're going to remove all of those. So if when you see something like that, we need to remove it because we don't want those. Right there. See, that is a sucker right there, and we're going to pull it and get rid of it. That's not what we want, and that's why we're alcoholing these. Here's this one, and here's one I just got through. The rule of thumb is you don't want any leaves touching the ground. Okay, so this is what the blout is looking like, and it's really bad down here, and it's even on my kale. So like right here, this bed's kind of got like a lean to it. We have like a small gradual hill. We didn't think it would be a problem, but for some reason in this bed it is. We try to level it out as best we can, but this is what they look like before. And then this one had a lot of yellow, so that's why it looks naked. But this is what they're looking like now. And I'm going to retie those. Those I just had them tied up to do that. I'm going to retie those like this. Look at the yum yum yum. Yum yum yum. Salad tonight for supper. And because I'm touching them, I'm also dipping my fingers in the alcohol too. Anything with the yellow goes. Also, anything that's pointing down, like this one right here, is pointing down, which means it's going to go down to the ground. It gets removed too. Because you don't want your leaves on the ground. That's what happens. This is what happens when you do that. You want your tomato pretty well clean for the first 2 to 3 inches off the ground. Sometimes I go 4. Okay, so I think I got all of them done for right now. So I'm going to call that done, and I'm going to go and soak these again, wash up, and then I'm going to get started on the other stuff. Okay, so we're going to try something a little different with our tomatoes out here. We're still going to do the string method, and I got my string here. We're still going to do the string method, but we have these clips, and we are going to well, that was easy to clip, but anyways, but we're going to clip them to the string. So we are going to try to do this, and I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, so these things are amazing. I probably overkilled it and put too many on it, but these things, I mean, the hardest thing I done was I kept missing the string. But if you get the string in your tomato and you just clip it, I mean, this is so easy. I will link these down below from Amazon. These are amazing. Amazing. If you have tomatoes and they're going everywhere, you definitely need these.